Okay, so this is what I've stumbled through to figure things out. I've created all these different profiles, and a nice thing about a profile is if you open up, say, Chief Architect, it will go to the Chief Architect profile. Or if you're doing something, I don't know, say you're working in Word or whatever, once you set up your profiles, it's paying attention to what apps are open, and when you go to Chief, it puts your Chief tools right there. So that's cool. These are all pre-configured tools on the right. Mostly Stream Deck was used for internet streaming, and so they have all kinds of neat stuff. And they have a lot of automations even into OBS if you're going to do screen recording or streaming. But the two you're going to be concerned with for Chief Architect are the default Stream Deck and then the system. And what I've noticed is if I have to do a control or an alt and then a character, I have to use the multi-action, and then I can go to the hotkey and I can do multiple hotkeys, but you need a multi-action to do more than one hotkey sequentially. Or use text. The majority of these are text. Like if I just pick this one, it says system text, and what you do is once you've highlighted a square, like you could pick a blank square, and then you come over here and you go, okay, I need a multi-action, so I'm going to drag a multi-action onto that square, and then it gives you the option to say drag a hotkey, and then you configure it. Here's this, since it's highlighted, you come down here to configure it, and it's observing keystrokes. So right now, if I did Command C or whatever, boom, there it is. I don't want this to do any of this, but you can. You don't have to label the title, because in this one here, if you label the title and you say, it puts it right there. I tried to match the same size in my graphics, because I can make them smaller and fit longer text in there without having to mess around with. This has, you can change these to 10 or 8 or whatever, but it's just, I just put it stamped right onto the icon. It's just easier. It's never going to change. But that's how you do multi or with text. And then just to get rid of it, trash it. But I'll show you what they look like just to give you an idea. I really like the multiple copy one because it has a system. So yeah, let me back up. Multiple copy is a multi-action, which is this. And so it used to be a blank area. I click and drag, multi-action, let go. Then it opens up to this. And then I knew I wanted it to be Command M, Command C, Alt M, Alt C, and they all had to be hotkeys. So I just drug a hotkey over and then filled it in down here. And then I went to the folder that had the icons, and I found the multi-copy one. I just drag it over, and you just drop it right on top of this little square right here, and it immediately populates in your Stream Deck live. So that's kind of cool. So I know I'm still trying to figure out what order I want things in because I haven't really spent a lot of time. I hit escape on my keyboard a lot, so I put escape here just in case out of muscle memory I forgot to come to the keyboard, and I pushed the upper left Stream Deck button. Just kind of like a safety for me because I didn't want to have some command going off there that did something I wasn't expecting because I hadn't moved my hand back to the keyboard. On page 2, I put open object and escape in the same spots as page 1 just because it makes it faster. You can click, you get used to what's here. I use these all the time. Doors were cool. You can pick all the different doors and they switch so that when you click on a wall, whatever door you've selected is there, but Windows don't do that. Or at least I don't know how to make them do that. But that's what I was going to do here was go window icons across here. It's almost just as easy just to drop windows everywhere and then go back through and hit their specifics window by window. But I was, trying to get it to do cool stuff. And then over here, there's just wide open. I don't even know what to put in here. Different text. Somebody who's really good at process management should study this. And, like your first page could be what you do in the beginning when you're working on the plan. What are the things, the tasks, the buttons that you need to do? And then as you go through the plan, the different pages can evolve with you. Like maybe there's a whole page for showing 3D modeling and walkthroughs and renders, all that stuff. That might be kind of cool. That way you can stay on page 3 and do all of that kind of work. Say you have a customer wanting to do a walkthrough. That would speed things up. So that's it. That's about all I know. So if anybody learns anything cool, be sure and add it to this thread so that we can all become more better.